What is going on, guys? Hope you're well. Now, we have another cracking fight on the Serrano card. Yankiel Riviera against Jonathan Gonzalez. Top amateur, he's 7-0 with 1 draw, 3 knockouts. Jonathan Gonzalez, 28-4 with 1 draw. Former world champion, 40 knockouts as well, might I say. Tough fighter, been there, done that. But is he out of his prime? Is he too old? And is he too small for flyweight? Watch the rest of this video to find out. Now, with Yankiel Riviera, you see him, he's very good offensively, as good as he is defensively. He's decent on the back foot, decent on the front foot. He can switch stance, he's skillful. But one thing I say is, when he's on the back foot, he lacks that poker face. When he gets hit clean, you can tell when he visibly gets hurt. But this is the key, using his strength to just wear him down, turn him, and catch him when he can't see it coming. Where Gonzalez, he's a seasoned veteran, so he will try and old man you, but it's important you stamp your authority. You show your strength from the first bell, and the rest will be easy. But in this fight against Dominguez, he showed great signs, especially when he was in the southpaw stance, landed a few great shots, worked in the middle, on the back foot, boxed well. That's what you need. You need a complete fighter who can box on the back foot as well as mix in the middle, which is the epitome of what Riviera is. But the problem is, he gets too comfortable and he gets caught clean like that, where you can see he's visibly hurt because he, as I said previously, he lacks that poker face where you're like, is he hurt, is he not? Where obviously his legs are gone, but you can see they had that face where it's like, bring me on, similar to how Garcia did when he got rocked against Haney and he was still swinging back, where Riviera, he was still swinging back here, but you can see he was pretty much out for the count. But luckily he managed to hold on and win a very wide unanimous decision victory. But this is the key, feint with the left hand, boom, come up on top and with the right hook. That is the key, feinting with the backhand and coming over with the lead right hook when you're a southpaw, especially against someone who is also a southpaw, which is Gonzalez. Where you see against Iwata, he did show signs of vulnerability. He was getting hurt by simple shots, jabs to the head was visibly wobbling him. He was getting caught to the body, and you'll see here when he gets caught to the body, starts complaining that it was a low blow, yet it was a clean rib shot. So he has them tricks underneath his sleeve, but it's an MVP card, so he's not going to get away with it. But this is the key where you need to old man him. He's a tough man, but he's chinny. All 4 of his losses have been by knockout. So he's tough, but sometimes he's too tough for his own good. So he is a technical southpaw, but he likes to scrap in the middle, which can be his downfall, but can be an uphill spiral, depending on who the opponent is, depending on their style. But he's too inactive. That's the problem, where if he shows shades of this where he fought Edwin Soto, and personally, if you ask me, this fight is a blueprint in my eyes how he can beat Riviera, by boxing his ears off, landing, circling around. That is the key in my eyes. Well, you see here, even though he's a lot older, he's very good defensively, but you see in and out of range, in and out of range. Although he misses, he circles out, not leaving any openings for his opponents, which, again, he's shown he's still got the reflexes. But again, you can have the reflexes all you want, but your chin and punch resistance will never lie. Now, what he had to do is make Riviera smother his work, clinch on him, be dirty, bit like what Cordova did, land your shots, I'd say check hook probably is the key, and match his lead hook. Because Riviera, when he can switch, but he's ideally preferably a southpaw, if you land his shots first, you'll rock him, and you'll be very much in the fight. Now, with Riviera, quite simple, creep that lead foot, switch, obviously make it tricky, but use that lead foot to just creep up, go on the outside and land your shots. Don't get involved with the dust up and make it boring. I think the key for him is boxing and moving, and I think the key is pretty much similar for both fighters, but if they go toe to toe, it's anyone's fight. Now, I do believe it will be a competitive fight, but I do believe Riviera is just too young, he's too fresh, and every time Gonzalez stepped up to flyweight, he's been stopped. So I believe there's weight classes for a reason, and when you haven't, my eyes, with all disrespect, he hasn't really got the best chin, and every time he stepped up a weight, he's been stopped. It's not really good on the resume. He's a light flyweight for a reason, he's not a flyweight. So in that sense, just based on youth, strength, power, and punch resistance, I will be backing Yankiel Riviera. I think it will be a tough few rounds, bit cagey, bit of a chess match, but later on in the fight, he'll slowly break him down to get him out of there. But that is all for today. Please like, subscribe, and as always, this ain't financial advice. This is just obviously what I'm doing based off my own research. Have a great day.